It's time now for the Sports Zone.
Episode number 2 of Cooking with Coaches found me inside the kitchen with Poca defensive coordinator Kyle Gwinn, and his dad's famous chili recipe did not disappoint. Take a look.
You brown the meat first, and then after you brown the meat, you basically just take everything, you just throw it in there.
How long have you been cooking this chili with this recipe?
This is honestly the only chili recipe I've ever cooked, so probably 2 or 3 years. Step 2 is really just kind of condense everything. And I normally set that one on mild just because it's a little bit easier. In my opinion, I think this is the part that kind of brings it together. And there are a few odd ingredients. Not a lot of people think that jelly should go in chili, but my dad found out that it kind of makes it a little bit more like a higher viscosity. It allows it to be a little bit more like sweet and holds flavor.
On average, how long does it take you to make?
Roughly about an hour. If I do it quickly, if I throw the meat in there, put it on high, throw everything in there, and that part there is generally the easiest part.
All right, Coach, smells good.
Yep, it's ready. Can't wait. It's one of those things where I have a little heat on the back end, but it kind of dissipates.
Looks great. Definitely looks a lot better than it did about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. When I was a kid growing up and watched my dad do it, after the first time, I was completely like, oh, this is normal now. And then when I tried other chilies at this chili cook-off thing we had at Poca, it was vastly different.
You guys on offense were averaging more than 47 points per game. For you being a defensive coordinator, knowing what this offense is capable of, what do you think gives opposing defensive coordinators nightmares late at night?
Ethan Payne, I mean, he is a truck and a half and fast at that. But I will say this, besides that, and that's the obvious, I would say Toby Payne. I mean, he can get it over the top. But the unsung hero of Jay Cook is the glue that holds everything together. So I really think that if you can take away our 1-2, Jay will beat you at number 3.
How do you put it all together this coming season and build off of the success you've already had?
We ended with a bad taste in our mouth. Didn't go the way we wanted to. We're going to come back a little bit nastier. I mean, we want to be that team that is no holds bars. We want to be that team that is, I don't want to go into White Stadium, or I don't want them to come to us, because we know it's going to be a long night. For us, we know it's going to be a short night. So we definitely want to put the stigma early that we're the team to beat.
That's great.
What do you think?
It's good. I'm definitely starting to feel that kick at the end.
It's a little bit. I try not to make it as much.
No, it's good though. Yeah. It's good. It's just, and this won you first place this past, or you said back in February, right?
Yeah. So the first place at our school's chili competition, and it's my father's recipe.
A big thanks again to Coach Kyle Gwinn. If you want to try to make this yourself, you can do so by going to our website, WOWKTV.com, hit the sports tab, and you can find the full recipe right there.